Good enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about SNK and why SNK games come to the Evercade. Now I want to make this clear, I'm more focusing on the SNK, the old SNK, like the arcade one, and not the one that was brought out of bankruptcy. And I'm also going to focus more on arcade and like console ports and more less than the Neo Geo Pocket handhelds, due to obviously licensing issues and whatnot. So let's start out, but before I get on to that content, make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below what you think about SNK games. You want SNK games on the Evercade? And now let's go. So first of all, let's obviously look at the fact that Blaze Entertainment is releasing the Evercade VS, and one of the most notable things you need on these VS or this VS console is multiplayer games, games that you can play in couch co-op and whatnot. And whilst they've got a few racing games and they've got free fighting games currently available on the Evercade, so I know people probably in the comments going, "Free fighting games? Why do you want more? Why do you want SNK games then?" There's a thing. The free fighting games they've got are Clay Fighter 2, Judgment Clay, and Fighters History. And none of them are like the best games they can be. They're decent enough, but like I don't really like the way they control where they play. And I would prefer if they got some, if Blaze was able to get some like actual fighting games, some more known stuff, like Fighters, King of Fighters, Gal Mao, Samurai Showdown, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat Tekken, Virtual Fighter, something like that. And SNK owns several of those franchises. They have Gal Mao, they have King of Fighters, they have Samurai Showdown. And I feel as if, it would be a smart move for SNK because, first of all, Blaze needs multiplayer games to expand their library as well. And SNK, they need money. They need to like keep building up. They need to obviously license their games and whatnot. They need because they need to develop more games and new games for the modern consoles and like arcades and whatnot. So it'd be a smart decision if SNK decides, we're going to license some of our old arcade games that no one's buying anymore, no one's playing anymore, and put them on Evercade cartridges for Blaze Entertainment. And then they're going to sell them. We're going to make money, and then they'll use that money to make more games in those franchises or start new franchises. Because I know this might sound weird, but SNK actually has some game franchises outside of fighting games. They have a few like shoot 'em ups and a few puzzle games in their catalog. Nothing major, but they do have other games which they could throw into these collections if Blaze didn't want to just make a fighting game collection. And I honestly do feel as if Blaze as a whole, they could really utilize SNK's library and be like, you know what, we want to add King of Fighters, we want to add Sam Marshall, we want to add Gao Mao. And obviously, I'm sure more players will look at them like, I can play fighting games now on the Evercade. Sure, I'll buy one. And what we got to remember with this video series, guys, is we're looking at games that might sell the Evercade as well as games that people are going to want to collect, and people are going to want to collect these games because they're part of arcade history. And a lot of these Blazers are trying to push into like getting arcade games on the Evercade. They've got an Atari collection, they've got Technos, they've got Data East, and they've got Galaco. But they need more. They need more arcade games, and SNK's got some great ones. So does Sega, so does Capcom. But with SNK, they're also a smaller company, so they should probably be easier to talk to than some of the other bigger ones. And SNK, genuinely, like I do feel like they would look at if Blaze went to them and showed them the console, showed them the product, and was like, "Hey, we want to put your games on here. Is there any way we could agree to this?" I'm pretty sure, unlike Namco, they SNK would be more willing to do it. Because they'd probably look at the system like, you know what, sure, we're not making money for these games anyway. Just sell copies of our old games on the system. Sure, and it'll probably bring in more collectors who obviously experience these sort of fighting games when they were younger and want to relive them. They'll see them come to the Evercade and like, oh, I want to buy an Evercade now so I can play these games with my kids or my friends or whatever they've got. And yeah, I do feel as if an SNK collection or several collections of SNK games, as well as Neo Geo games, obviously got to include Neo Geo if it's possible. I do feel like several collections of them combined into one. Like say they do like three collections, one Neo Geo and then two arcade collections. I'm sure uh, fans and collectors will be content with that. They'll be like, okay, you've got give me some great games. I've given you some money, and I've got a new console, a great new console, which I can play these games on with my friends or my family or whatever. And yeah, but anyway, that's just my opinion, guys. Now, I want to thank you all for watching. Before you all go, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. Do you want SNK games on the Evercade, or do you think it'd be better suited getting other games, from other companies, or like what's your opinion on that? Just tell me in the comments below. You can follow me on Twitter at Rio on Holiday, and there'll be a link in the description to my Twitter, and it's also on my channel page. With my Twitter, if there's any like game like a homebrew retro game that you want me to cover on this channel, and I might not have heard of whatnot, send me a link to a trailer on Twitter. Like you can either DM me or tweet me, and just tell me what you think of the game. Tell me why you want me to cover it. And yeah, I want to thank you all for watching once again. I've been PGP, signing off.